Brackets on brackets. We tryna get to these brackets. We flipping through all of these hits and these classics. Sometimes don't know which one to pick when that happens. We mixing and matching. We listening and tryna get brackets. Complex brackets.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Complex Brackets. I'm your host, Brian B.Dot Miller, and today we're joined by one of the hottest young rappers in the game, 24KGoldn, and he's gonna help us take a look at his generation, Gen Z, and crown his best rapper. 24K, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. You shining now. Can I borrow that shirt after you're done with it?
Nah, I can't let go of this one. I'm sorry. We baby kids.
I feel you. Yo, listen, man, you got popular on TikTok, but I want to know, how did life change for you after scoring a #1 record with Mood?
I just feel like my whole life got flipped upside down because getting a #1 record is a real life-changing event, and being in a global pandemic is a real life-changing event. But imagine if both of them happened at the same time. That's a whole lot of change and a lot to deal with. But I would say life definitely is better now, for sure.
Absolutely. Now, 24, we designed this bracket featuring some of your peers, mostly people that are born in 1996 or after, Gen Z. And we wanted to know your opinion, who you think has the brightest and best future, besides yourself, of course.
As soon as I seen this bracket, I'm like, oh man, I might hurt some feelings with this one because there's a lot of talent on there. It's going to be hard to make these decisions.
All right, well, let's do it. Let's get it bracking. First matchup we have, NBA YoungBoy versus 6ix9ine.
You know, 6ix9ine, he had a moment, it came and went, but I think YoungBoy's just been consistent, you know, for like damn near 5 years at this point. I feel like he's been out for like 20 years, but bro's only 20 years old, but he's just been keeping it consistent, always dropping music for the fans. He got a strong fan base. So YoungBoy, he takes it from me.
Okay, is there a record from YoungBoy that you like a lot?
I mean, back in high school, I used to bump like Outside Today literally every day. Just whipping in the car on the way to school or whatever. But now, I mean, like the No Sense is probably my joint.
Okay. Well, there we go. We'll listen to Rats, NBA YoungBoy. Moves on to the next round. Golden, what do you think about this? NLE Chopper versus Little TJ.
You know, we got two young artists, both very, very talented. TJ, he's more melodic. He's more on that singing wave, that New York kind of,
right,
you know, with the melodies and the auto-tune. And then Chopper, he's really just gutter rapping, you know, rapid fire type shit.
Yeah.
Me personally, like, if I'm in a certain mood, I definitely listen to Chopper, you know, if I'm working out or it's a party or something like that. But on like on more of a everyday basis, I'll probably pick Lil TJ just because I'm a melody guy.
Yeah, right. Okay. Are you influenced by some of TJ's stuff?
I mean, we both came up around the same time, so I think we probably look to the same influences. Right. But I appreciate his music, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Lil TJ, on to the next round. Next matchup we have, Lil Nas X and Cordae.
These is both my guys, so that's hard too. Like beginning of 2020, I was on tour with Cordae,
yeah,
so I really got to really get a better understanding of his music, and see him performing it day in and day out gave me a even more elevated level of respect for his craft and the way that, you know, he got all different types of songs and dynamics. Yeah. But when you're dealing with Lil Nas X, that nigga literally had the biggest song in the universe ever. I don't know if I could just toss him out in the first round. So in this case, I gotta give it to my boy Nas. But this is probably the toughest one so far.
Okay, Old Town Road lives again. Lil Nas X goes on to the next round. This matchup might be a little bit tough. Playboy Cardi versus Flo Milli.
I'm rocking with Cardi. For sure.
I'm going with Cardi.
I've been listening to him. I was one of the kids that was listening to the leaks back when I was in high school. So, man, he's just been elevating it. And what I respect about him the most is he's constantly, like, evolving. Like, his shit from 3 years ago doesn't sound the same as it did from 2 years ago. Doesn't sound the same as it did from now. So I respect the constant evolution and just the whole, you know, rock star attitude, never gave a fuck. So I gotta give it to Cardi on this one.
So even with Playboy Cardi, that last album, it kind of had some mixed reviews.
That was a polarizing album, and I'll admit it. At first, I didn't fully get it either, because I'm like, these beats is different, like, the voice is different, but the more I listened to it, I just found the joints that stuck to me, and now that the world is opening back up, like, this is real mosh pit rage type music. Like, I know when bro takes his shit on the road, it's gonna be a whole nother story, and people that were hating on the album are gonna be like, oh, actually, I kind of like it now. So I gotta give it to Cardi.
So it's more of a time and place kind of thing.
I mean, think about Yeezus, right? When that first came out, people were like, "What the fuck is this?" He sounded like he's poo-pooing on the beat or whatever. But now we look back at it and we're like, "Oh, bro is just in the future. We wasn't ready for that yet."
Okay. Well, in that case, Playboy Cardi, you're going on to the next round. Golden, how you feel about Polo G versus Tierra Whack?
Now, Tierra Whack, she is very, very talented. I remember seeing her Double XL freshman freestyle like a couple years back, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know she could spit like that. But Polo G, I don't know. When he be spitting, it feels like that shit comes from the heart. I'm definitely appreciative of his music too. So this is a toss-up, but I gotta give it to Polo G. I mean, Bro just got that #1, that rap star. That shit's fire too. So I'm rocking with Polo.
Wow, crack kills, but Polo G gets to live another day. This matchup, Baby Keem versus Lil Yachty.
Baby Keem is definitely on the come up right now. I mean, he's moving real strategically, you know, just teasing the fans, giving them a couple songs at a time, leaving people wanting more.
True.
But I feel like it's a little early in his career. We're gonna see where he goes and where he takes it from here. Versus Lil Yachty, somebody that's been around for a couple years. He's had his moments of being super up and then, you know, staying down for a little bit and popping back up. But this is a tough one, man. I gotta give it to Yachty.
Okay. Hope floats and shows Lil Yachty. He goes to the next round. Next matchup we have, Roddy Ricch versus Jack Harlow.
Man, this is where it gets tough, man. He's been getting tougher and tougher. Jack is my dog.
Yes.
You know, I think he's hilarious. I think he's got a real talent for the pen. But back again, you know, it kind of comes to that battle versus of lyrics and rapping versus the melodies. And Roddy Ricch got some of the craziest melodies I ever heard in my life. Like, he be going up and down and back up again and shit. So I gotta give it to Roddy just because, you know, I'm more that melodic. I'm more on the melodic side.
All right. Well, Roddy Ricch. On to the next. And last matchup we have, Kodak Black versus Trippie Redd.
Now these two artists, they was both really going crazy at the same time. Like it was just SoundCloud was blowing up to the max. I mean, you couldn't step outside without hearing Kodak or Trippie. God, this is a hard one. I think when I look back, as much as I love Trippie and his melodies, you know, when I look back at it, like what songs was I listening to the most from these two artists? I probably listened to Kodak more. But I don't know, cause I got memories to the Trippie Redd albums, you know, like
what's some of those memories, man?
I might have fallen in love to a Trippie Redd album, the original Love Letter to You. Me and this girl who was hanging for the first time, and I remember just playing that on repeat, and it just went so well. And we had a nice little moment. So I don't know, that sentimental value is making it hard to choose right now. I'm gonna give it to Trippie.
Oh man, with the upset. Okay. Trippie Redd, on to the next round, and boom, there we have it. Our Elite 8. Now, 24, you're our expert on this rap class. Is there anybody that should have been on here that didn't make the cut?
Definitely Lil Tecca, Ian, my boy Ian Dior, Leroy. I would have thrown a Rod Wave up in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, those are my picks. Those are some extra names you could have seen in there.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's get to our Elite 8. First matchup, NBA YoungBoy versus Lil TJ.
So they both got the melodies now.
Yes.
But I don't know. I gotta give this one to YoungBoy just because I feel like he's so passionate when he raps, and you feel that passion through it, and he got just like a lot wider of a catalog. So I'm rocking with YoungBoy.
Okay, Golden. Now let me ask you, why do you feel like your generation leans so heavily on melodies?
Because I feel like the way I see it is like different types of cartoons, right? It's like a 2-dimensional cartoon versus a 3-dimensional cartoon. And when you got lyrics and flow, that's just 2D right there. But when you add in the melodies, that brings a whole nother range of emotion and passion, and like you can really feel somebody. It brings the words up. It makes the words make more sense when you add the melody to it, to me.
Okay, NBA YoungBoy is here to stay. He's on to the next round. Next matchup we have Lil Nas X versus Playboy Cardi.
This one, I'm sorry, Nas. I gotta give it to Cardi. I gotta give it to Cardi. I'm rocking with Cardi. That catalog is too deep.
Okay, well, there you have it. Playboy Cardi, still here. Next matchup we have Polo G versus Lil Yachty. Things that make you go,
Things that make you go, for 500, please. I gotta get this one. I probably gotta get this one to Polo, just cause he's just been, dropping a lot of shit lately that I liked. Whereas Yachty, he's got a lot of shit I like total, but just in my most recent memory, I've been listening to more Polo G lately, so he's the one for me on this bracket.
Okay, the GOAT's still here. Polo G's on to the next round.
The GOAT versus the boat.
I like that one. In the final matchup, Roddy Ricch versus Trippie Redd.
See, they both got the melodies again, but damn. My gut is just telling me Roddy Ricch. He's had an incredible year. Bro had hits on hits on hits. And I can't wait to see what his next album is like. So I got to give it to Roddy.
Still Roddy, okay. Roddy's here to stay. And there we have it, our final four. Yo, Golden, let me ask you, how do you feel about the older generation of rappers embracing you? Do you feel like you're getting their reception?
I mean, here and there, I think it's been kind of a weird circumstance because normally after a year like this, there's the award shows, there's all these crazy parties, you traveling, you on tour, you seeing people at festivals. So some people have I linked up with them like just running into people in the studio or connecting through the internet or something like that. But I would say I think the generation before the generation above me, so I guess the grand rappers, they weren't as welcoming to my generation and the generation below us. But the generation right above me, they come with a lot more open arms because they know the youth is the future. We were the kids one time, and look where we are now. So these kids are about to be the next superstars. We got to tap in with them.
Yeah, it seems like Future embraced you early too. He's on the album.
Yeah, I mean, bro, he gave me one of the craziest Future verses I heard in my whole life.
Yeah, that's dope, man. All right, Golden, let's go into the final four. NBA YoungBoy versus Playboi Carti.
Me, I'm a fashion nigga. I'm a fashionable nigga. So when it comes down to it, the aesthetic on top of it and all the sauce that Carti has spilled on the world, like you got old ladies out here wearing Rick Owens. You got toddlers wearing Rick Owens now. That level of influence is undeniable, so I'm rocking with Carti on this one.
Wow. I thought you was going to rock with a 38, baby.
I know the NBA YoungBoy fans, they going to eat me up for this one, but, hey, I just got to go on my gut.
Okay, if your gut's saying Playboi Carti, but Carti's going to the next round. In the last matchup, we have Polo G versus Roddy Ricch.
Two real talented artists that had great years. Both had hits in the past couple of year and a half, 2 years.
Yep.
But on a more regular basis, I just find myself listening to Roddy Ricch. His melodies is just it's too crazy. I can't. It's infectious. So I gotta rock with Roddy.
Roddy Ricch, man, the anti-social guy, is getting a lot of love right now. And boom. All right, Golden, this is for all the marbles. For the championship round, Playboi Carti versus Roddy Ricch.
Now we got two anti-social guys. I mean, this is it's definitely a difficult matchup for me because, like I said, I've been listening to Carti for a long time, but Roddy Ricch came out the gate hot and he ain't stopped since. It's like in 2K, he's definitely fired up. He's locked in right now. When it comes down to the end of the day, who am I gonna listen to more? I think it's got to be Roddy Ricch right now. He wins it for me.
And there you have it. According to 24KGoldn, Roddy Ricch is the best rapper of his generation. And put a competition to the side for a minute. Are any of these people you looking forward to collaborating with?
I mean, yeah, like me and Jack got a song coming out on some Fast and Furious shit.
Oh.
Me and Yachty, we was in the studio in the beginning of the year working on some stuff. Might be on the deluxe.
Oh.
I definitely want to work with Carti. Definitely want to work with Roddy. Want to work with TJ, Polo, Keem. I mean, there's just so much talent on here,
Okay. And yo, the New York Times called you a pandemic pop star, right? What do you think of that?
I mean, shit, it's a pandemic and I'm popping. I can't really argue with that.
Word up, man. So after this, you're gonna be a post-pandemic pop star.
Triple P, post-pandemic pop star.
Yo, that should be the next album.
We'll see.
Word. Anything else you want to plug and talk about?
I just dropped my debut album, El Dorado. It's nothing but hits, nothing but vibes. Got something for everybody on there, whether you like rap, whether you like pop, whether you like rock. I promise you're going to find something on there you like. So go check that out. Stay safe, stay golden, y'all.
I bet, man. Appreciate you. Yo, I want to thank my guest, 24KGoldn, for joining us on this week's episode of Complex Brackets and helping us crown the best Gen Z rapper in the game. Now, if you think we got it wrong, jump into the ongoing debate by leaving a comment below or using the hashtag ComplexBrackets on all social platforms. Catch y'all next week. I'm Brian B.Dot Miller. Brack up.